become the thing. The thing done become the thing. The thing done become the thing. The thing done become the thing.
Hello everyone and welcome to Doing Art episode 6. My name is Lorens and this episode is with artist and abstract expressionist Sophia Domeville. I learned about Sophia through a friend of mine, and after checking out some of her paintings online, I could not help but fall in love with her work in totality. In addition to being an artist, Sophia is also an educator and engages in several community development activities. After talking with Sophia, one thing I can say is that she embodies art. Almost everything she does reflects this. You can learn more about Sophia and her work by visiting the website of the podcast, doingart.net. There, I have links to all her works. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I present Sophia Domeville in your face. All right. Sophia Domeville.
Domeville.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to Doing Art.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. So we're just going to go chronologically. So we're going to start from the beginning.
Okay.
All right. So where are you from?
I hail from Newark, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Born in Newark, raised in East Orange.
Oh. Newark and East Orange.
Far.
Most far?
Not really. 10 minutes.
Where is South Orange?
20 minutes from East Orange.
And where is Orange? There's Orange, there's South Orange, there's East Orange.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So Newark, but it kind of feels like you're from New York.
I've been living in Brooklyn since 2008.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely lost my Jersey accent. Jersey, whatever I was in New Jersey, is gone now. So even when I moved back to Newark a couple of years ago, people didn't think I was from Newark; they thought I was from Brooklyn. Because I dress differently, whatever that is.
That's interesting.
So, I'm still proud of my New Jersey roots, but I'm definitely kind of a Brooklyn girl.
So when this, okay, let's talk about.
I love Newark though. Thank you for the support.
So when you say you dress differently, so that it kind of leads to my next question.
Okay.
About your identity. When I try to read a little bit about you, you're Haitian American.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's like in the forefront of a lot of things.
Very much so.
You try to accentuate it, So what's that about?
I wouldn't say I'm trying.
No, it's not. Sorry, you're not trying. You're just like, you're real about it.
Yeah, I'm very proud of my Haitian roots. I'm in my 30s. I started becoming much more proud as a Haitian woman when I moved to Brooklyn in my 20s, away from college.
Okay.
Growing up in New Jersey, to be Haitian was like the end of the world. It was there used to be something called HBO, Haitian body odor.
Oh my gosh.
They used to make fun of me. I had ribbons and barrettes in my hair in junior high. It was really bad, and I pretty much did not address myself as Haitian. I was like, I'm Jamaican. I'm whatever that was popular at the time. This is before the Fugees came out, and then the Fugees came out, and I can fully remember my freshman year of college, moving away from my family, being on my own. I remember going to the Labor Day parade for the first time. I had my little Haitian flag, halter top, some little shorts. My dad wasn't around anymore.
Right.
And I remember going to the Labor Day parade for the first time on Eastern Parkway for the first time. 18 years old, didn't know where I was going. My first time going to Juve. Didn't know what was going to happen.
What's Juve?
Juve is when you party from night until the morning.
Is that a Jersey thing?
No. This is a West Indian Caribbean thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have a breakfast fete.
Wow.
You breakfast, you eat, you party, and you keep going, and then you hop back on the road. Yes, that was me at 18 for the first time.
Wow.
And that's when I fully embraced my Haitian culture. I was like, yo, like, it's dope being Haitian.
Yeah.
Like, and then that's when I started to rediscover who I am as a Haitian woman.
Oh, wow.
I did my own research, so.
Nice. That's very interesting. I'm Nigerian, but I came here for college. So I met kids that are already mature and already grown, like in terms of intellect and societal relationships. So I didn't have that kind of experience. But I know some Nigerians, a lot of Africans who came here as a kid, and they describe similar experience. So
It's really bad.
let's talk about, you talked about Brooklyn
Yep.
and how people in Jersey, like your friends, when you go back home, your friends and family treat you as somebody from Brooklyn, regard you as somebody from Brooklyn. And you mentioned the way you dress. Does the way you dress, is it Brooklyn, or is it, does it stem from being Haitian also?
The way,
Because I see what they're saying.
yeah, I mean, even coming here, there was a woman that was like, "Oh, you're very cultured." She pointed me out.
They're very
Aside from a
cultured.
very good friend of mine, I was like, "What about my other friend?" You're very cultured because of the head wrap you're wearing your head.
I see.
I
like
would
it.
say I am very in tune with my African roots.
Okay.
I respect my French side, but I'm very in tune with my African roots.
Okay.
Maybe because I had dated an African for a long period of time. I don't know what it is, but I feel very comfortable wearing African cloth. I feel very comfortable embracing who I am. I have African features, and I'm embracing that as a part of me. I love
what's up.
patterns and designs. I wouldn't say because I'm Haitian, just because I'm a creative.
Yeah.
You know,
I see that.
I look like my artwork.
Nice.
You know, I live, eat, breathe, sleep, drink art. So everything that I do is a reflection of my creativity, a reflection of who I am.
Very understandable.
But I love my Haitian culture. You know, I love my Haitian people. I love the food. I love the dance. I love the music. But I love knowing that it stems from Africa, different parts of Africa, you know. And as an educator, a lot of my students are Afro-Latino.
Okay.
So I like to educate them about their Afro-Latino culture, because a lot of them think they're just Latino.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you're black.
Yeah.
You have African roots. We're all connected as a people.
Yeah. How do they respond to that, though?
Due to their upbringing,
Yeah.
many of them were just like, no, I'm Latino. Many others, like, I would say 25%, like, yes, I am black. Like a lot of my Mexicano students who are from Mexico, they're like, yes, they're so interested in about their Afro-Latino roots, because there is a small
The
town.
Mexican.
Yes, there's a small town. There's black Mexicans.
Yeah.
There is a small town in Mexico that was founded by a freed African slave.
Yes.
So there are a certain amount of Mexicans who are African descent, and they look black. You know, so he knows about that, and he's even more interested. And I find that refreshing. You know, as to my other Afro-Latino students, you know, like Dominicans, Cubans, well, not really Cubans, like Dominicans and the Puerto Ricans in particular.
Yeah.
It's a struggle,
Yeah.
especially with my Dominican counterparts. It's like, you know, I'm on the other side of the island.
Yeah.
Like, they never heard of Haiti before.
Yeah.
That hurts my heart. Like, your grandmother might look like me.
True.
You look
True.
like my uncle.
I know.
And
I
my
know.
aunt.
I know.
You know, so it's a beautiful experience, but at the same time, it can be a difficult experience as well.
Like coming from being a West African, growing up in Nigeria, when I see the Dominicans and the Puerto Ricans, sometimes when I interact with them, and I see that they're consciously trying to distance themselves from having anything to do with Africa, and
Which is
I
sad.
don't find it sad. I kind of find it interesting because their food is more African than the African American cuisine.
Exactly.
Their religion is
very
more
African.
African than the religion people have in Africa, like the mainstream religion in Africa, and all those things very there to them, and use it to define themselves.
Right.
And those things are very African. Meanwhile, they try to distance themselves from Africa, which is, that would be, I usually ask this question: Do we have a right to tell somebody, or to ask, or to encourage somebody to accept a certain part of the identity, you know?
I feel like, in a sense, we do not have a right, but we do have a right to inform them, and it's up to them to do the research.
Okay. So we kind of have an obligation, do we?
I mean, as a people, we do have an obligation to know about our history, to not repeat our history, to share our history, to understand our history so we don't repeat it. But
do you think them saying like I live in Washington Heights, and I live close to a lot of people from the Dominican Republic, and I see that they have, some of them just look like regular black people. Even the very light-skinned ones still look black, you know. But when you ask them, some of them would actually say that they're Spanish. One of my students actually told me, "Oh, I'm Spanish. I'm not black." So the question is this: maybe black could just mean African American. Maybe that's what they're looking at.
I mean, honestly, to answer that question in two ways, it pains me to hear Latinos say, "No, I'm Spanish." But if you go to Spain, you would be considered as negro. You know. Secondly, the connotation of the word black is negative. Even as West Indians and Caribbean, if you're black American, that's negative. You know, there's still a divide, believe it or not, between West Indians, Caribbeans, Africans. Like there's still a divide. No one wants to be black. You know, it's just it's such a negative term. It's just like, no, I'm this. No, I'm Haitian. No, I'm this. I'm that. Nope. You know, or I'm African American, or I'm from here, or from there. But no one, the term black is very negative.
Interesting. Let's talk about your family.
Sure.
Okay.
They're not here.
They're not here. Two-parent home?
Nope.
You
I was raised by my father.
Oh, how did that come about?
I know, right?
Yeah.
I know. I'm an anomaly. That's totally unheard of, even nowadays.
All right.
There's two stories on how I was left with my father.
Okay.
There's two sides. There's my mother's side.
Okay.
And there's my father's side.
And then there should be something in the middle. Maybe your side.
I'm still trying to figure that out 32 years later.
Okay.
Because there's definitely two sides to the story. As to why my parents split. As to why there are two sides. And they, even to this day, they both feel very strongly. And they both blame each other. So
I want to hear about your experience growing up with your dad. How old were you when
I remember?
He chose you? Yeah.
He chose me.
First of all, do you have siblings?
My mother would say something different. I do have siblings on both sides.
On both sides?
On my mother's side, the siblings that I'm close to my siblings on my mother's side. I have two sisters and one older brother.
Okay. On
my father's side that I know of, I have two brothers and one older sister.
Did you guys all live in the same house?
Nope.
Before the split?
Nope.
Okay. I want to hear
this
story.
It gets a little tricky.
Yes,
I mean, I'm not going to put my parents' business out there.
I just want to hear about your experience growing up with your dad.
My experience, I grew up as an only child.
Okay.
I did not meet my younger brother on my father's side, who is 22. I'm 32. We're 10 years apart. I did not officially meet him until about 4 years ago.
Very interesting.
Right. I did not. My older sister on my father's side, she is 4 years older than me, so she's 36, 37. I did not meet her until she was 16, I was 12, and I only met her once.
Interesting.
Yeah. And on my mother's side, I met my siblings. I was told I was raised with my older brother on my mother's side until I was about 16 months old.
Oh, okay.
And then life happened. And I didn't meet my other two my other two younger sisters until when I was graduating high school. But I did not live with them. Graduate high school.
What did your father do?
As occupation?
Occupation, yeah.
A hustler.
Nothing wrong with that.
He was my introduction to entrepreneurship. So
Okay.
he owns his own taxi company in New Jersey.
Nice. So how did, obviously from having known you a little bit,
A little bit.
I say that I kind of suspect
Okay.
that you were very successful. You were very successful as a student or something like that. Or
Extremely.
Okay. So I want to hear about how your father's hustler spirit or hustler nature.
Oh, I have a funny story too.
Okay.
Oh, that could be my oops moment. They beat me down the street.
Like,
How did it affect me? I was always on the honor roll.
oh,
Always.
nice.
Even when I entered talent shows, if I lost, it was bad.
Whoa.
Yeah, he would like yell at me and stuff. That's my dad. So because of my father, he always raised me. He was like, you grew up alone, you die alone. You were raised alone, you die alone. So I had to learn how to be an independent woman.
Wow.
On the flip side, I was raised to be a Haitian wife. I started cooking when I was 7. Cooking, cleaning, everything. I was washing my dad's shirts, ironing his pants.
Wow.
I was making dinner, these big dinners if we have family that come over. Or like, oh, this is my son.
Yeah.
Oh, meet my daughter. You know, hey, I don't know what it is, why they do that. It didn't work out. So I would make meals.
Wow.
Because, all of my aunts on my father's side and my mother's side, they were very well-known, really great cooks. So I had no choice. It was like, oh, well, your mom and your aunts, they can cook. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, I gotta make me rice and peas. Like, I remember making my first di coule avec pois. So it was rice and beans at age 8. Seasoned my first chicken when I was 9.
Wow.
Fried plantain when I was 7. I was always in the restaurant in the back.
Yeah.
I was afraid of crabs. I would never touch the crabs, but I was cutting up okra to make legume. Like, I was always cooking. Nice. So I was raised to be a Haitian wife, literally, like cooking, cleaning, ironing.
Yeah.
You get the big piece of chicken. you get the meal first, the drink first, which I'm fine with that. But that was just how I was raised.
Did he teach you to do all these things?
He taught me, and his sisters, my aunts taught me that as well.
Okay.
Because that's how they are to their husbands. But on the flip side, I had to be independent. I had to work. I had to save my money. No man wants a lazy woman. You gotta learn how to cook and clean. No man wants that. Also, I had to be at the top of my game at school because I had other kids I was raised with.
I see.
And if it's like, oh, I heard that Marnell. Hey, Marnell. Marnell Paul. Much respect. That's not her last name anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, Marnell got straight A's. What did your daughter get? It was a competition between Haitian parents.
Okay.
It was huge.
Did you guys live
Kids,
like in a Haitian community? Did you guys live in a Haitian community?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up in East Orange. Haitians.
I didn't know.
Haitians and Africans.
Wow.
Yeah, I grew up in East Orange, or like we would go to Irvington, or we would take trips to Canada, or go upstate to New York. Haitians. Boston, Haitians. Florida, Haitians. Connecticut, Haitians. That's where I went.
I want to learn a little bit. Are there any facts about Haiti that somebody should know about that is not in the mainstream?
Sure.
That we need to know. I know that I kind of believe in every black person should be proud of Haiti as a country because of being the first black nation to gain its independence.
We killed our oppressors.
Exactly. So that's something, but I don't know whether there's some other things that
they did. Because of our revolution, we started the next wave of slaves revolting. It passed on to Jamaica. It passed on to different islands around us. Because of our revolution, it helped create the Louisiana Purchase. There would not be 13 colonies without the Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah.
There's a number of things. Like we have one of the most highest mineral resources in Haiti. That's why you see so many countries in Haiti drilling and oiling, having all these businesses pop up.
Yeah.
There's tons of history, Haitian history that we need to know. I believe in Boston, I could be wrong, the first governor was Haitian. So, there's a lot of history from Haiti, especially my ancestors who revolted and killed our oppressors. What's up? Much respect to the French. That came over, to the United States and really created all these towns and everything.
Yeah. Do you think that revolting keeps haunting Haiti?
Of course. We were the first.
Yeah.
And I mean, I honestly, we are not the poorest freaking country in the
Western Hemisphere.
We're not. And it's just like, what? Have you been to Haiti? Have you been to Haiti? And at the same time, I like Haiti being a secret, though right now it's becoming a tourist attraction. And there's so many companies and high-rise hotels that they're being built, which is fine. We're bringing more revenue.
Yeah.
There's more jobs being created, which is great. But at the same time, it's just like, I don't want it to be like the typical, hey, let's go online, get this 4 to 5 round trip deal, all you can eat, and go here. No, I don't know. I want people to come to Haiti and be like, oh my God, I never heard about this. I don't want Haiti to be commercialized. Like, I understand we need the money wherever the money goes, but at the same time, I like Haiti being a secret. It's beautiful, black sand beaches, and certain parts of Haiti you have to fly in on a plane to get to, and it's amazing. I
haven't been.
You should.
I should definitely.
Yeah, a very good friend of mine, Gardy Gurra, he started HaitiGotIt.com, which is a travel concierge company that he has, because he's a huge, proud Haitian man, and you can go through his company and you can set up trips. That's and you can go to Haiti safely with someone to guide you to all the most beautiful parts of Haiti.
Okay.
So,
nice,
my peoples.
Nice. Let's talk about art.
Sure.
When did you start doing art? When did you start?
I've been painting since I was 5.
Okay.
I've been drawing on the wall since I was a child.
How did that start? How did that come about?
I was never, as a child, I guess because of I had a very strenuous and difficult upbringing as a child. A lot has happened to me growing up. And because of that, my response to my environment, I was not as vocal. I chose not to respond verbally. Yeah. So I had a habit which followed me into my adulthood of holding emotions in. Unable to speak my emotions. Obviously now I could talk about it. So drawing and painting, actually it was writing was my first love, then art. Wow. So drawing, painting, and writing was my outlet of talking about what was going on. Yeah. In turn, what was going on in my home. Because I had a tendency as a child to hold all these emotions and energies. There's a lot of crazy things that happened to me. And art is still my refuge. That's still a place that I can go and just be Sophia. And not have anyone try to hurt me or bother me. I can just zone out. I can just create right now and feel safe in my own world, in my own bubble. Yeah. So it started when I was 5. Possibly before then, because I was drawing on the walls. Then I got beaten down drawing on the walls. Okay.
So you mentioned
stick figures on the walls.
A lot. You mentioned going through a lot. I don't want to talk about. I don't want to go to the specifics, but I want to talk about how that influences your art.
Completely. Completely.
And when did that start influencing your art? Right from the very beginning?
From the beginning. I mean, I can still remember when I was 5 creating my first landscape and mixing the blues and the yellows together. Trying to find, mixing my blues and the whites, trying to find the perfect cloud that I remembered when my dad took me to the park for the first time, or trying to find the perfect shade of green. Yeah. I have a thing for trees. I'm not a tree hugger or anything, but trying to find the right shade of green to picture the park, because the park was my refuge. I love being at the park. Okay. So I guess that's why I use so many colors. So many colors reflect my emotions and my mental state. So I've been doing this since I was a child. It's just this time in my 30s, I learned that your childhood affects your adulthood. Yes. Right? Whatever happens in your childhood reflects and affects everything that you as an adult. If you don't deal with it immediately.
I totally believe in that.
Yeah, if you don't acknowledge it, heal from it and deal with it on a regular basis, because it's not like a one thing. You can't just, I'm going to deal with this. No, it's like multiple things. I have triggers. And for some reason, I've always been attracted to colors. I love colors and patterns.
Yeah.
I've never been one to stick to one color.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for some reason, I can't paint with black. I'm like, I need to add reds and blues and yellows. I don't know what it is. Now I'm actually going to start painting with black and see what happens. But art has always been my refuge and my therapy, even to this day. Art, writing. Yeah.
When did people start recognizing you as as a painter, as an artist?
Like a professional artist?
Not necessarily
or
professional.
just like, oh, she's an artist.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Oh, I remember my freshman year. I was 13.
Okay.
And initially my major was English because I
Okay.
wanted to be an English major,
Yeah.
which is funny. And it was my
Your freshman year in high school?
High school.
Okay. You had a major in...
Yeah, we had to pick a major. Jersey.
Oh,
It's
interesting.
weird.
Okay.
English. And then I switched
Alright.
it my junior year to art.
Okay.
That's how I was able to apply to these art schools.
I see.
Yeah, I was majoring in English. And I never forgot this. Yeah, I was 13. I remember going to my first art class, and it was Mrs. Whitney. And she asked us to draw geometrical shapes, like these boxes.
Yeah.
And I was the only one that drew. I used the color of my boxes were red, orange, and yellow, and my shading were blue, green, and white. It was so strange, but that's how I saw it.
Yeah.
That's how I saw my shading, and
Yeah.
everyone else was different. And I remember her taking my drawing and looking at me, going, "You should go to Pratt,"
Wow.
just like that.
What's Pratt?
Pratt, the art
Prague,
school in
okay.
Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
And then my sophomore year, I took AP art.
I see.
And then I've been taking, and throughout my
Yeah.
whole high school career, it was AP art.
And then you what college did you go to? Yeah.
I graduated from the College of New Rochelle.
Oh, okay. Nice. And you studied art.
Yeah, my major was studio art.
Okay.
I have a degree in Bachelor of Fine Arts degree.
What would you call yourself now, and like your title in art? Like, I don't know if I should call you a painter. No. Okay. Illustrator. No.
I would be more recognized as an abstract expressionist.
Okay. What's that?
Abstract expression, very well known art. This is before contemporary art, where the uses of shapes, lines, and colors to express emotions. So it's very abstract. You can't really put it into one thing.
Yeah.
Because every viewer sees my work differently. One person might feel anger, one other person might feel love, depending on their perspective.
Yeah.
I'm an expressionist, so all of my moves are very lucid, and it's like, I don't know, obviously people can't see it, but like there's no exact movement. It's like a Jackson Pollock painting where he used to splash paint on his canvas.
Yeah.
Pretty much like an expressionist. Like I'm just going to express how I feel right now. So I'm more of like an abstract expressionist.
All right. When you do your painting, do you involve your feelings
All the time.
while painting?
All the time.
Okay.
Everything I do involves my feelings.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to get to is when people see your art and they say what they feel,
Which is awesome.
okay. Do you just allow them? Do you welcome anything they feel?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. So it doesn't have to correlate with what you feel.
Nope.
Okay.
I love having a relationship between the viewer
Yeah.
in my work, because I could be talking about going through a breakup,
Yeah.
and they could be talking about breaking their pencil. I don't know. I love every time during my exhibitions, I like to sneak off to the corner and be a creeper and just watch people. I enjoy it. I just like, what's going on? I just like watching them, because a lot of
Yeah.
times people don't think I'm the artist. I don't look like I'm a singer or a dancer, an actress, but never a painter.
I see.
People don't see that, which is great. I don't mind, because it gives me an advantage just to watch people.
Yes.
And I love seeing people who do not know me,
Yes.
like huddle over, hey, come over here. What is this about?
Yeah.
They have like a conversation, or they have an argument, which I love. I love when people have an argument over my art.
Okay.
It's hilarious. Like, what are they talking about?
Yeah.
No, she's talking about love. No, don't you see an eye over there?
Yeah. Oh.
Nope, there's no
That
eye
must
in
feel
there,
good.
but all right. that, I don't know what it is. I enjoy it. I love giving, creating a space for viewers or buyers to come into my world and figure it out without me saying anything. Like literally all of my art, all of my work is my diary. Like this is me exposing myself, healing through my work. And if you just happen to connect with it, that's beautiful. That means you're healing and you're connecting with my work.
Yeah.
That means I'm doing my purpose in life.
That's good. Yeah. As an abstract expressionist, like an abstract artist, your work is abstract. It doesn't necessarily have to depict anything in real life.
Nope.
Now, and you say you let people say whatever they feel. How about maybe in an exhibition, somebody just comes and says, "Oh my gosh, this sucks."
Thank you.
Thank you. That's how the person feels about it.
Thank you.
Okay.
I generate an emotion with you.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's good.
I mean, as an artist, we're exposing it. I mean, artists within any medium, within any industry.
I don't think any musician will say that.
Heck no! I'm sensitive about my. Anyway, I used to be very sensitive about my work, and then I realized I'm literally letting my work out.
Yes.
So I'm open to criticism. I can't go that's no, but I'm not trying to explain myself to anybody. If that's how you feel, then that's okay.
Did it take you a while to get to that point?
To create thick skin about my work that I feel so passionately about? Yes. But at the same time, it's art.
Yes.
You're going to love it or you're going to hate it.
Yeah, I see.
Either way, I'm happy.
That's great. That's a good way to
It took me a while, though, to get there. I wasn't like that a couple of years ago. You don't like it? I'm going to take it down. Get you. You're not an artist anyway. Can't even draw.
Yeah. All right. I was going through your website, and I'm going to put
Shout
your
out
website.
to Desiree Booty Bright of Cats Media.
Okay, let's talk about Desiree. Who is Desiree?
Desiree Moody Bright is my web designer and everything. She was the one that developed the concept for my website.
Okay.
She was
the
one.
website. By the way. Yeah.
Cats Meow.
Yeah, it's going. Goes like a book.
Yeah, because of Desiree.
Yeah,
she was the one that developed the concept. She was the one that built the site from scratch.
Nice.
And she knew my personality. Like every client that she deals with, she knows their personality. So each website is created about just tailored to their personality. And because of her, like I've garnered so much attention, so many buyers. Thank you. Nice. So many opportunities because of Desiree and her vision. Because she feels like every artist should have a business card. Sorry. Every artist, because I need new business cards. Every artist should have a website. Yeah. Because it doesn't make any sense. I believe that too. You know, she was
in
like,
2015. I think every artist should have a like a website.
Yeah, I need
or at least a Facebook page. Do you have a Facebook page?
Of course I do.
Okay, great.
Yeah. I mean, anybody can stalk me. It's pretty easy.
Nice.
I'm stalkable.
I want to talk about some of your arts, some of your artwork.
Okay.
Which I'm going to put a link of the website to on my website so that people who listen could go to your website and check this out. So I think the one I wanted was introspective.
You want introspection?
Introspection. That was the one.
The one I brought was Hidden Beauty. The face, the woman's face?
Yeah, maybe that was, I guess. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Hidden Beauty. Because introspection is a different painting that's at a gallery in downtown Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
That's available for purchase, by the way.
All right.
It's pretty large. 40 by 60. The one that you wanted was Hidden Beauty.
Hidden Beauty. Okay.
Hidden Beauty, yeah. A very, very popular painting that I did that
I see.
Garnered a lot of attention.
Okay.
Which is cool.
Yeah, I think I should take that. Another one I kind of find interesting. I like the Inner Beauty one a lot, but I'm not too sure if I like this one that I'm going to talk about. Absence of color.
Oh, the wooden one with the faces?
Yes. That's
my favorite. One of my favorites. Huh?
It looks like a picture, but it's not. It looks like a photograph, sorry.
Absence of color?
Yeah. Was that painting? No?
Was it the wooden one?
Yes, the wooden one.
With the 3 faces on the side?
I think so, yeah. But its name is Absence of Color.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. There's so many paintings.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about because I see it. Oh, it's the white one.
It's not white.
No?
I don't think it. I'll look it up.
Because Absence of Color was the name of my first exhibition at Jade Eatery Lounge in Queens last year.
Okay.
And which talks about identity from a Black artist perspective, how we tend to lose ourselves within the art world, just in general as people. And for us to be, I guess, accepted, we have to lose an absence of our color.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But yeah, because that was a whole series that I did.
I see.
I was playing with wood, found objects, mirrors, glass. Shout out to Lisa Marie Phoenix for helping me install my artwork late at night in Queens. Yeah. A few of the pieces sold, very abstract pieces, like in your face artwork.
Give me a minute to
Giving you a minute.
Pull up this one. Yeah, you can take your time to drink your wine now.
Sipping my grape juice.
Let's take like 2 minutes. I'm gonna look up the art.
Crushed grape juice.
Yeah. Let's talk about another piece of art that I kind of like. I like. It's not kind of like. It's called Day 228.
Wow. Yeah.
Talk about that.
That was from my exhibition 2 years ago called The Diary of a So-Called Woman. That was actually one of the first times I started painting with my hands. I remember I was still living in Newark, and I was playing around with colors and textures. And Day 228 was me dealing with a broken heart. So that was like Day 228 of my diary. And ironically that she bought it was really funny, but it was actually one of my favorite paintings. Like a very unique size. It was like a 20 by 30. It was a very unique size. And yeah.
How do you come up with these names, if I may ask?
I don't know, it just comes to me.
It just comes to you.
I can't have a whole show called Untitled. You know what I mean? I mean, I can. What does that mean? Untitled, I don't know.
Untitled.
What do you feel?
Untitled,
you know what I mean? But Day 20 was definitely a very rough day. Definitely remember that painting. She bought it. Shout out.
Nice. So, have you had any piece of art that you really like? That you made?
Of course. Okay. Can you imagine? One of the paintings that I made was when I was 18. It was my first time. It was my first intro to oil paintings. Okay. And I haven't been back since. And it was my self-portrait of myself at age 18. And there's two sides. There's the sun and the moon, because I feel like I'm connected. One side, it looks like a wave. It was the moon side, but it was the way, because at the time, at the Cosmere Show, you have to create all of your canvases. You have to buy the stretchers and the canvas. You have to stretch it out, staple it. You have to put the gesso on it so you can paint on it, and then you mix your paintings. It's like this whole... it was just, I love the experience of that. I still haven't had that in a long time of creating my own work. Your blood, sweat, and tears goes into making this canvas. That's actually yours. And I specifically remember mixing wax for the first time. No one else was working with wax. It was weird. I remember mixing wax and mixing mineral spirits to break down the wax and adding oils. And I remember creating the face and adding seashells that I found at the beach. Off at I think Glen Island, and that's actually one of my favorite paintings. Is because when I was 21, I had a mental one of my many. I had a breakdown, like a mental breakdown or anxiety attack, whatever it was. I gave away all of my art. I just didn't care anymore for whatever. I don't know what happened, but. And that was the only painting I was able to salvage out of my storage unit before the rest of my stuff was auctioned off. So I carry that painting with me everywhere. Wow. I showcase it everywhere. I don't sell it. People want it. I'm like, yeah, no, you haven't. That's mine. 18 years. I was 18 years old. You know, that was about. If I add my numbers right, sir, 15. 15 years ago, yeah. Okay. Right? 14 years ago. Oh, so I'm an artist. Looking at the person with the PhD. That was like 14 years ago. And
we're not missions. We have calculators for that now.
Yeah,
So
no, I
don't
want
be
to use
just
my
a-
brain.
yeah.
But yeah, that's one of my paintings that I look at and I go, oh wow, that was me. Because I still remember the paintings I created at 18. Like I remember I created this like, oh my god, it was oh my god, and I gave it away. It was this beautiful painting of a tree, and like it's taller than you actually. It was this huge. I bought
The
these
painting is taller than me.
taller than you.
Wow.
It was this tree that I remembered on campus. And I remember painting the trees. I ripped apart the bottom.
Yeah.
And I ripped apart the bottom. I took the canvas that I ripped apart. I sewed it in. I put gesso on it so it pops out as if it was branches. I'm sorry. It popped
What
out as
did you
if it was
put on it?
roots.
Gesso? What's gesso?
Gesso is this medium that you use. You place over canvases so you can paint on it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
because if you don't put gesso on the canvas,
Yeah.
if you're using oils, it eats
I see.
through the canvas.
Okay. Okay. I see.
And if you don't put gesso, if you don't use it, like it won't absorb properly without gesso.
I see.
It's not cute.
I see.
But I remember creating this painting bigger than you, which is crazy. I'm like, oh, 18-year-old. And I ripped the bottom part of my canvas. I sewed it in. I added gesso so it can harden.
Yeah.
Because once you add gesso on the canvas, it hardens if you don't stretch it out.
Yeah.
And it looked like roots. So I painted roots on the folds.
Okay. Okay.
So it looks like it's coming out. And I remember, oh my God, I remember creating the tree trunk of the tree with as many colors I can find.
Wow.
It wasn't your typical brown tree. I don't do brown trees. That's whack. Much respect to anybody else. But I added all the colors that I had on my palette to that tree. And I remember painting it and looking back and going, oh, crap, I did that. You know, so I remember my oil painting series and making really amazing work.
Did you sell that?
When I was like 18.
Okay.
I showcased it.
Oh, you showcased it.
Do I have pictures of
Do
it?
you still have it?
No, it was auctioned off.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Someone has it, obviously.
Okay.
I'm going to find you.
I want to go back to something. And if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine.
Sure.
You talked about a mental breakdown.
Yes.
And without going too
One of
deep
many.
into it, let's talk about the main one
Okay.
that made you auction out all your art.
I
at
didn't
18.
auction it off. When I had moved, when I graduated from the College of New Rochelle, I had all these plans as to initially I wanted to get my master's at the Art Institute of Chicago. And I had everything lined up. Like I was going to work on campus because I didn't want to go back home to Jersey.
Yeah.
I like my freedom.
Yeah.
Being from a very strict Haitian household. And
So wait, can I pause you a little bit? The mental breakdown you were talking about.
when I was 21.
Oh, you were 21.
Yeah.
I thought you were 18 when you made the painting when you were 18.
Yeah, I made the painting when I was 18.
Okay,
I gave away
okay.
all of my stuff,
When
the
you were
stuff that I
21.
had
Yeah.
before I brought it to the storage unit.
Okay.
My first I'll never use storage unit
Yeah.
ever in my life. The first storage unit that I used, some of the paintings I had given away. Some of them are actually still on campus. We need to go back to New Rochelle campus. I want my crop back. Not really. But I remember it. So I wasn't able to pay my storage bill the first time, one of many times, which I'll never put myself in storage. And if you don't pay your bill, if you get a balance, they will auction off all your stuff to pay out the balance.
Oh my gosh.
And this was the first time out of three times
Oh my god.
my stuff was auctioned off. Like all of my paintings, my records from being at school, like all of the stuff that I accumulated from school, like my report cards.
Are you serious?
High school, yearbooks, diploma, everything you could think of that I brought to college when I moved there at 18 was gone.
Who bought that? Who would?
Some weird people, weird folks.
And why would they sell it, knowing that those are
I
like
don't know.
personal records?
I don't know.
They couldn't hand you over to collection.
Nope.
They just auctioned it.
It's a you sign it on your contract. If you are unable to pay
I
your
see.
balance,
Yeah.
they will auction off your stuff to a public auction.
Yes.
To recoup the funds. And my work. I remember, like, I created this.
Did they inform you before doing that?
They let you know.
Okay. Yeah.
It was just too late for me.
Yeah, I know.
I had the money. It was too late. So, like I specifically remember. I think that's one of the reasons why I'm not so attached to physical, materialistic things anymore. Because I've lost so much.
Lost.
Like she knows. I've lost so much of my furniture, and going after my dreams has been going after my dreams as an artist. Salud. Going after my dreams as an artist has been one of the best but most painful decisions of my life.
Going after what?
My dreams.
Oh, okay, your dreams. Oh.
You know, because it's like you have a choice. Do you want to be comfortable, or do you want to jump?
Yes.
The cliff, or jump out of a plane with no parachute?
Yeah. So
don't know where you're gonna land and be uncomfortable for a couple of years.
Yes.
You know. So. Yeah, that was one of many breakdowns that I've had.
I see.
Not being attached to things anymore.
Yeah. I was going to ask you, as an artist, this is a question I ask a lot of people. What does, like, having heard your story, I think you've answered a part of the question I'm actually going to ask. I was going to ask if you've had any horrible experience.
Plenty.
Being an artist, and how do you go through them? Or do you look at them as failures, or do you look at them as disappointments, and how do you cope?
All of the above. I mean, I remember that was like 2 years ago. Yeah, 2.5 years ago. I remember I was subleasing an apartment from a very good friend of mine at the time, his bachelor pad before he moved. Shout out to Tom Long Lee. But and he had left his furniture there because I didn't have any furniture because my stuff was auctioned off for the second time.
Oh my god!
Because I couldn't afford anything. And I never forgot when he didn't know. I didn't tell him what happened. I didn't tell him that my stuff was auctioned off. That was my fault. I can be a very prideful woman, and he was very open in helping me. I didn't tell him what happened, and I remember the day after he got married. It was a great African wedding. And he had to get his stuff because he just bought a house in Montclair with his wife. And I remember I didn't tell him what happened. I didn't tell him, my furniture's coming tomorrow. No, it's gone. And I remember being in this beautiful 1-bedroom, this huge apartment in Newark with an air mattress, sleeping in the living room and my laptop. And it was the first time I went to Haiti as a volunteer teaching artist. And I couldn't afford getting furniture because I was temping. I didn't want a full-time job. I wanted to focus on my work, but how am I going to pay for art supplies? And then one of the director of operations, I don't know why. I think I was drunk. I told him what happened, and he, bless his heart, he took me he was like, oh, meet me in Soho. Took the NR train to Soho, somewhere in Soho. And he was like, oh yeah, meet me by Blick. Right?
Blicker.
Blick
okay.
art supply store.
Blick, okay.
Down in Soho. And brought me to the art supply store. He was like, you can have anything you want in here because I believe in you. What? Shut up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm buying all the cheap stuff that's on sale because I know how to like spread some paint.
Yes.
You know, when you have no money as an artist, you paint with your hands, forks, knives, anything you can find, you can use. That's how I am as an artist because I've struggled. And I'm picking up, he's Haitian as well. He was like, no, don't play me. You know what I mean? Very proudful Haitian man.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, you can have anything that you want. If you can't carry it back to New Jersey, I will have them ship it to you.
Wow.
And this is like 48 by 60 canvases.
Nice.
I still have the brushes, like these $40, $50 brushes that I have not used yet because I'm like, oh, chill. Let me get the 99-cent stuff, you know, and like I still have some of the paint, and I don't know why, because that's just my mindset, but. Yeah. He paid over like $600 that day.
Oh my gosh.
And I remember carrying some of the canvases. He was able to ship some.
Wow.
From downtown New York to Newark, New Jersey. And I remember carrying some of the canvases, some of these high grade $200 canvases that I still can't afford nowadays. And I remember bringing it back to my empty apartment because I had no furniture. And I remember laying on the floor on a air mattress that I had to borrow from a friend of mine from DC. It was a twin air mattress. It wasn't a full one, which eventually had a hole in it. And I remember waking up and all I had was my canvases and my paints. And I remember going, this is all I have.
Oh my gosh.
And I never forgot when I spoke at City College for the first time in 2013. It was an artist talk in December 2013. Never forgot this, which is so surreal as an artist. Like I went from an 18-year-old girl who went to school, listening to these artists that would come to my school, drawing and writing down their notes, whatever they say. And now it comes full circle. And I remember asking students like, "What would you do if you had nothing?" You woke up one day and had nothing. I continued painting. All I had was my creativity.
Yeah.
And I never, even to this day, every time if it's around, for some reason, when it's around September through December, I get really emotional. Because I think back to where I was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, when I first started going after my dreams. I started when I was in 2012.
Wow.
I started painting again in 2012. I had a breakdown at 21, didn't paint for years.
Wow.
I was doing event planning, party promotions. I was a purchasing coordinator
So you
filling company.
waited for close to 8 years?
Yeah. Right. Crazy.
Wow.
And like, this is only 4 years ago. You know what I mean? Or this was only 3 years ago. And I remember waking up not having anything. My freaking air mattress broke. It was a hole in it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And I just remember looking at these huge canvases at this man who just met me in Haiti, heard about my story, and shelled out $600 worth of art. But who does that?
Yeah.
Without wanting anything.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he wanted to paint, he can get a painting. He's like, I'll wait. He waits. I'll wait for the right painting. But like, he didn't want anything. He just wanted me to go after my dreams.
Yes.
And I never forgot that. Like these are the moments I don't forget. I can't forget, and so I've always felt like when I get to that place of like, I'm comfortable financially and I have all the resources, I'm paying
which
it
you're
forward.
heading towards now.
Prayer and a lot of hard work. I believe that I'm going to pay it forward.
That's good.
Whoever comes my way, and if I have it, I will pay it forward or connect it with the right person. So like, these are the moments I cannot forget. I choose not to forget. The mental breakdowns and the disappointments, and I could have had my show in somewhere in Connecticut, but it didn't happen. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, but I still keep going. I don't know where it comes from.
Wow.
I still don't know where it comes from. Like, even when I create art, it's not me creating art. It's something else.
Wow.
I'm not the same person when I create my art.
Yes.
I'm a whole, I don't know, it could be God, it could be the universe, but it's not me. It's something else. And I don't know where I get this drive from. I still don't know. I'm baffled.
Yeah.
I literally keep going. You can ask her. I keep going for no reason. It could be a wall in front of me. I'm like, well, gonna have to find a way around this wall. Let me pull that brick out,
Yeah.
But for some reason, I just keep going.
Yeah. And I see that energy you get from doing art, or that energy that you exude when you do art, I'm kind of feeling it.
Oh, yeah, it's intense.
It
comes
intense.
out,
and I see that it just doesn't stop. You just don't do it. You just don't exude that energy. In what I'm trying to say is that energy, right? It shows in your work and other things connected to your work. In particular, I have never seen an artist who is, I'm sure there are other people out there who are involved in the community as you are, or who try to be involved in services as you are. I mean, I don't know a lot of artists. I know a handful, but I think you're doing like a terrific job in services.
Thank you.
Yeah. How about we talk about a few of them? This one that I saw on your website, halls that inspire.
Which one?
Is it halls? Halls
That Inspire.
Yeah.
Ooh. Halls That Inspire. I was introduced by a very good friend of mine, Siobhan Morris. I became the vice president of that organization.
Yeah. Tell us about the organization.
Halls That Inspire is an organization that does beautification projects throughout New Jersey
Nice.
and Maryland.
Throughout the state of New Jersey.
Yeah, New Jersey, Maryland, pretty much throughout the
Wow.
East Coast. And through Halls That Inspire, that organization creates messages, anti-bullying messages. It creates it's a program that creates leadership skills as well.
Yeah.
Art history. You learn while you're beautifying your school.
Yeah.
You're learning about the history of your school and the importance of art within your school. And it's one of a really great organization that I was actually happy to be a part of as vice president.
There's another. You also teach art.
Of course.
There's one I saw. I can't remember the name. Maybe it's just a workshop, creative art workshop. You put out creative art
Well,
workshops.
pretty much as an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
I create art workshops and
Yeah.
art programs
Okay.
based on what the organization wants or what the school wants.
Okay.
Let's say one of the schools, like one school in particular, Newark, wanted to focus on environmentalism. So I will base my art workshop through environmentalists. How kids can help their community plant trees and how art affects, their neighborhood. So I've taught at Dartmouth, I've taught at Monroe College, I've taught at Bergen Community College, all over because of my workshops.
Nice.
I created a 12-week art program called the Dreamers Project in Newark, one of my first art programs in Newark. Hi. Thanks to the I Have a Dream Foundation in Newark. The executive director was referred to me by another group of individuals that heard about my work and what I do. And because of her, I brought my art program to Newark, and she's been my number one support ever since. She's also now my mentor.
Wow.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I do a lot of workshops, art programs, whatever the organization needs. It could be 6 weeks, it could be 8 weeks, it could be 10 weeks, or 12, or even more.
Great.
Depending what the what the organization needs or what the school needs. That's what I do.
Nice. Okay. We're going to switch gears. Let's talk about your know you did in moment.
No, I didn't moment.
Yeah. Your oops moment.
I remember.
All right. Maybe I should prep this for the
You
the
know,
listeners.
so funny when you ask me that.
Yeah.
I can never forget this moment. When
Like
I
an
was
embarrassing moment.
When I was in 6th grade.
Yeah.
With Karen and Marnell. There go Marnell again. I'm not gonna say your real last name. It was my first birthday party that my father let me go to, though my father and my stepmother at the time were in the back watching me because they did not leave me alone.
Yeah.
It was at Skate 22.
How old were you then?
I was 6. I was in 6th grade. I was my students. I just turned 12.
Oh, okay.
First birthday party. I went to Caldors. I don't know if you know Caldors. It's real old school. I'm 32. I went to Caldors. It was before Kmart. I went to Caldors to pick the right clothes to be cool. Because Haitians, I don't know what was going on in the early 90s. Because I just wasn't cool with my clothes. And I never forgot. Got my hair done by the Dominicans. My little doobie wrap. You know what I mean? I was real cute. My little lip gloss from Rite Aid. My little Reebok sneakers. Did I have Reeboks? No, I went to Favor. Anyway, before Payless was Favor. That's how old I am. And never skated before in my life.
Oh my God.
First and last skating party. And I remember putting on my skates and just wobbling towards my friends in front of this guy. And going, hey guys, what's up? Flip, fall, plop on my side.
Oh my gosh.
And 10 minutes later, I was in the car of my father, and I went home.
Oh my gosh.
I never forgot that moment. It was very embarrassing.
Oh.
Very embarrassing.
Do you still see that guy? Have you Do you remember who he was?
He doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
He's probably still in Jersey. Much respect. I know he was cute. Probably Puerto Rican and black or something. I don't know. But I just remember falling and my father got, oh my God. Then I don't even remember getting on the freaking
So
skating.
when that
Skate
happened, did you blame yourself immediately?
Of course I did.
Okay, because the whole point of no, you didn't.
I definitely, even to this day.
It's an embarrassing moment that you end up blaming yourself.
Even to this day, I'm like, even when I go down the stairs, I try not to trip down the stairs. I pay attention to where I'm walking on the street of New York. Like, if there's any cracks, I don't want to trip.
So you easily get embarrassed. Do you? I do. And I'm a performer.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Get embarrassed.
Or like even now when I'm doing speaking engagement at different universities, in my head, I'm like, don't sound like an idiot. Don't sound like an idiot. Please do not sound like an idiot. Oh my God, I just sound like an idiot. Oh my God. And then other people are like, oh my God, that was amazing. I'm like, oh yeah. I didn't know what I was talking about. But that was one of my, I never forgot that moment. So when you asked me, I was like, oh, my trigger. That was a trigger.
Yeah.
And I've never been skating ever since.
Oh.
20 years later. Never been skating.
Have you ever thought about skating again?
And I have that flashback of falling on my face.
Okay. We need to do something about that.
I think there was this one guy years ago that I went on a date with. He took me ice skating and it just didn't work out for him.
Oh.
I was like, what are you doing? You don't listen. You don't listen. I've never been skating ever since. Ever. And I've always wanted to do like a skate party, but then I don't have that flashback.
Maybe a skate party would be a good way of getting past that.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to my homegirls. Yeah. And
by the way, shout out to Lisa. Lisa is here. Lisa is your friend.
Phoenix. PhoenixAficionado.com.
Okay.
iFashionPanel.com.
We've ignored her for like a whole hour.
Sipping her wine.
So we're going to conclude it with a game.
Okay, what we
turn up or mute. The same game that.
Oh, God.
Okay, I was just like.
And I looked at him like, don't you dare turn up. Don't you dare turn up.
All right. Wyclef Jean.
Wyclef Jean.
Yeah. That's how you pronounce his name, right?
Jean, yes.
Oh, Jean. Okay, Jean.
No comment.
No comment? Okay.
Much respect. Much respect.
Much respect. Okay.
It's all love. It's all Haitian love. It's all Haitian love.
Okay, I know. Okay, I'll take that as a.
Thanks, Olivia.
Thanks,
Mrs. Pope.
Kim Kardashian.
Who? Who?
Hold on. It's a who?
Who's that?
That's funny. Okay, I guess that's a mute.
But what is that? I want to know. I want to know. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if it's still.
Off topic. I started listening to King Kunta.
King Kunta.
That's my new,
Kendrick Lamar.
That's my new morning, wake up in the morning.
Oh, okay. Have you listened to the whole album?
I have.
Okay.
But the problem is I need to listen to the album again and again and
okay,
again. Okay,
I do that too. I have like my favorite.
Yeah, it's like that D'Angelo album where I don't know what he's talking about.
D'Angelo?
Yeah, like
you don't know
he's
what
just mumbling.
Oh.
He's just mumbling. Much respect to the man, but I don't know what he's saying. I had to listen to that album like a few times.
Okay.
But King Kunta is my morning jam. I'm sorry, go ahead.
All right. This game is very random. So
okay, I'm random.
I think so far Wyclef Jean is mute. Kim Kardashian
I didn't say he was mute. I just said
just say much respect.
I just said much respect to my fellow Haitian.
How about black coffee?
Black coffee?
Yeah.
With no sugar?
With no sugar, no.
Pas de crème, pas de sucre. Mute.
Mute. Me too, mute.
Are we talking about men though?
No, this is all straight up. Come on.
Never mind. Then, well, add the sugar and cream.
Okay. Oh my
I'm just saying. You don't have to edit that.
Yeah,
out.
that's real.
We gone.
Yeah,
saying.
I have this feeling that people who go for straight up black coffee are people who try to be bougie. You know, they try to show us that they're better than us.
Right.
How would you take your coffee without sugar? Come on.
I'm back in sick. I don't know. That's just weird. It just means that you had a really hard day. You know what I mean? Is it like Starbucks coffee, Dunkin' Donuts coffee? Is it café con leche? You know, we're watching the Heights. Is it the type of coffee?
Yeah.
You know, is it was it Bustelo, which does
I
have
am not a
whiskey in
coffee
it?
person.
Irish coffee. Mm-hmm. You want that? You want that? We can have that. I mean, we got time. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right. The next one, Hillary Clinton.
No comment.
No comment. Oh, okay.
That's a huge flag because
Huge flag.
No comment.
Okay.
Much respect to her, though. I wish her well on running for the presidential race. We have some really amazing candidates, and much respect to her.
Who do we have for the Democrats, though? I don't see any other person come out yet.
Well, I mean, it's Hillary. So, you know, once Hillary came out and was like, "I'm running for for the presidential election in 2016," everyone just stopped caring about everyone else, which is not a good idea. And you know, much respect to her. I wish her all the luck.
Okay. Hot dogs.
Ketchup, sauerkraut, mustard.
Yeah, anything.
Onions.
Whatever. Okay, yeah. All those things. Yes.
I'm gonna go.
Okay, turn on.
I'm weird.
Okay.
I need like, you know, I need something.
All right.
You know.
First turn up. How about Kendrick Lamar?
All the way up. If he
All
was
the
single,
way up. Okay.
if he was single,
The king.
King Kunta.
The king.
He was single. Cheers to that man. That's my type right there. That's my type. You know, conscious brother. You know, aware of his community. You know, aware of his talent. He has a gift.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
he's using his gift as an MC. A lyricist correctly. You know, and
True.
he knows his limits. And I like the fact that he's taking leaps and calling people out and just being himself.
True.
That's bae. That's bae.
How about craisins? You know what craisins are?
Huh?
Craisins.
Craziness?
Craisins.
Craziness.
Cranberry raisins.
Oh, craisins.
Yeah.
All for it. In salads?
Wherever.
Chickpeas? Grilled chicken?
I just discovered
Raspberry vinaigrette?
my new
Tangerines? And avocados? I'm hungry. I'm sorry. He didn't feed me, y'all. He didn't feed me.
I gave you wine.
He's giving me grapes.
Grapes.
From California. But I'm sober.
My new I see that. I see you're sober.
I'm very sober, actually.
My new snack is pistachios and craisins. I mix them together with Fanta. I discovered because that's all
You are a bachelor, sir.
So
You are a bachelor.
when I come back from
Fanta?
with Fanta,
How you? What flavor? What flavor?
just Fanta, orange Fanta.
Oh, okay.
That's all I. Wait. Does Fanta connote something else that I don't know?
No,
Okay.
I'm just particular about flavors. That's all.
Oh, about flavors. What would be a weird flavor?
For Fanta?
Yeah.
Fanta.
This Fanta is just orange.
Fanta.
Yeah, I'm like my first. This is my first time drinking Fanta, and
There's
like
grape Fanta.
I just discovered it last
last week. You said
last week actually. No. I've been drinking Fanta, but I've not had Fanta in like would I say I don't know, up to 10 years.
I don't know.
Then
man.
I moved to Washington Heights. My problem is that I'm not good with trying new food.
Oh,
And
no.
all there's Dominican food. They have good food. Their food, but their food is close to African
Of course
food.
it is.
But then it's so.
But it's not close
kind
enough,
of
though.
different. Yeah, it's like okay.
There's no
I look
jollof
at the food.
rice.
Yeah, I look at the food. I'm
Was
like,
it
I
egusi?
could egusi. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was
Yeah.
Nigerian for a minute.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm like, I could do this, but
You gotta go
this
to
looks so
Harlem.
different.
125th. Get you some African food.
Then I'll just go to the
Accra
grocery
restaurant.
store and get craisins and craisins pistachio. Okay.
You don't have like plum wine? Oh, that's well. You
Plum
can't really-
wine? I don't know.
Plum wine's very. All right, I'm sorry.
Craisins, pistachio. Okay.
Okay, crazy.
Let me be
Fanta.
truthful.
I'm judging you.
When you get the munches,
That's so bad.
craisins, pistachio,
Or
and soda.
or baked lobster mac and cheese. Baked lobster mac and cheese can help you out when you're
And maybe
hungry.
some cookies. All I have there.
I'm so done with you.
Yeah. Okay.
I can definitely see the craisins.
Yeah, there's craisins there over there.
And Fanta.
How about traveling?
Love it.
Love
Looking forward to
traveling.
it.
Okay.
Looking forward to more traveling. I'm actually heading to New Mexico in June for a silent retreat and planning to go to Bahia, Brazil after New Year's Day in January.
Nice. What part of traveling do you like though?
What
Is it
part?
just being in another place and
No.
just okay?
It's just being free and getting to know myself.
Okay.
So for me, I'm heading to New Mexico by myself. It's my first solo trip. I've never been anywhere solo. Usually like, oh, I'm meeting up with a friend in California. Or I'm meeting up with a friend here. It's never, oh, I'm going here and I don't know anybody.
I see.
And I'm going to be silent for the next couple of days. No phone, no laptops, no nothing.
You do that?
Yes.
Wow.
After
You're
you've been
stronger than me.
teaching middle school
Yeah.
at an all-boys school
At
for
all boys school?
for almost a year, you're going to need silence
Yeah.
and a glass of red wine. No, they don't allow that. Anyway, I'll get that when I leave, when I'm at the airport.
I see.
I love traveling. I look forward to traveling more
Yeah.
and seeing the world more.
I get whenever I travel, like I dread the experience of being in an airplane. It's not like I have any kind of reactions to it.
Oh, hold
like,
on, especially from Nigeria.
yeah, I know. I know. Yeah, I don't puke or anything, but I'm just bored, like at the airport and all those things. Like if somebody will teleport me to the place I'm going to, I'll be fine.
Give it 25 years and be able to. I lose an organ or something. Bring a book.
True.
Write
true.
a book.
Write a book. True. Or write
People
something.
watch.
Yeah, people watch. Yeah.
Without letting the people see
And those
that
are all
people
inspiring,
watching.
yeah.
That'd be kind of weird.
How about babies?
Looking forward to having them.
All
Giving
right.
birth
So
to
turn
them.
up. All right.
Yeah, turn up.
Turn
Just
up.
like two.
Just
It's like one
two.
in impossible.
Okay.
That's all you get out of me.
How about Taylor Swift?
Who?
All right. I don't want to end with Taylor
Like
Swift.
Kanye.
How about Kanye?
I feel like Kanye. Like
You feel like Kanye? Now, how about Kanye?
love him.
Love him. So turn up.
I mean, I think we spoke about him last weekend, right? Did we speak about him?
What do you like about him?
He's a creative. He expressed himself. I respect the fact. I respect him as a man of creativity.
Okay.
I respect his artistry. I respect that he goes beyond the grain. He goes of what is hip hop. I respect that the fact that he does not box himself in, even though he's now trying to be a designer. Oh my God, I respect that as well. Whatever the clothes may look like, I still respect him taking a chance. So I look forward to meeting him one day. Maybe working with him, maybe making some art or something. Maybe
Okay.
he'll buy one of my paintings.
That's what's up.
That would be dope.
Okay. Nice. Where can we learn? How do we reach you?
You can just Google my name.
That's boss.
Sophia Domeville. No, literally, you can Google my name.
Yeah. I
And-
did, and that's the
and
first name
you
that
get
came.
everything.
Yeah, that's you. Okay.
Sophia, SOPHIA, D as in David, O, M as in Mary, E, V as in Victor, ILLE.com. I'm on Facebook under my name, Tumblr, Twitter under my name,
Okay.
Google Plus under my name. You just find my name and you'll find tons of information about me,
All right. Great.
about what I do. There's really nothing. Whatever you want to know is right there. If you want to know information, just email
Nice.
me.
I'm gonna put the information on the website.
Awesome stuff.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank
This
you
has
for
been
inviting
fun.
me.
This is so fun.
Yay!
Sophia.
Fun
Thank you.
times.
All right. Later.
Yay! Ciao.
Ciao.
some more building larger age, spilling smooth fears as roll down the years, blindly searching for what lies within, worry most for what fixed should be dimmed. Day and night we feed this fake phenomenon, which fades away, but beauty remains. Searching proves to be futile. The real unique beauty inside lies. Everything changes and glories may fade. Wrinkles fight dimples, worries emerge. With time you've got no fight. I see you, you're leaving my side. Hold me, kiss me, for your beauty remains. Tell me you know that your beauty remains. Tell me you know that your beauty remains. Look at me, tell me your beauty remains. I want you to know that your beauty remains. No fight. I see you, you're leaving my side. Hold me, kiss me, for your beauty remains. One moment, my guitar more begin. To put the reggae in my mom and that's your madu, 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 madu.